In Myrtle Beach, you always go at your own pace. Lie out on the sand, lie out by the pool, go boogie boarding, go surfing, walk the boardwalk, walk the marsh walk, golf at one of 90 golf courses, mini golf at one of 50 mini golf courses, fish off a pier, fish from a chartered boat, go shopping, get drinks, eat the freshest seafood. The list is exhaustive, but the experience isn't. You can go all out or do nothing at all. How you relax is up to you. There is so much to do and explore, whether you're traveling with friends, family, or just yourself. With 60 miles of beach, you're going to find your place. If this sounds like what you need, then this is where you belong.
Trilogy Outdoors.
All right. Well, here we are. Trilogy Outdoors podcast. You know what? It's been a minute. It's been a busy summer so far. Hope you're having an incredible summer and enjoying some of this great weather and getting outdoors. And whether you're fishing in the freshwater, saltwater, or, hey, who knows? A lot of you are out there getting ready for what's right around the corner, and that would be deer season coming right up. And I'm at the studio right now, at the Pond Road Storage Studio, and have been doing a little work myself, getting king rods ready. We've got 2 weeks coming up back-to-back of two of the biggest king tournaments in South Carolina and North Carolina, and that is the East Coast Got 'em On, which Team Trilogy Outdoors was fortunate enough to finish second in last year. And then following that is Hooked on Miracles, a tournament that's very near and dear to my heart. And that is our tournament down in Charleston, where we will be raising funds for the Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital and all the great things that we do there with our therapy dogs. And I think this year we're going to be going to changing a little bit with where the funds go and what they do. But no matter what, it is going to an incredible place, and that being the Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital. And the senator has been enjoying a family trip / work trip over in Africa. Yep, he's back over in Africa again, this time not wearing the Army shield, but he is over with the family and doing some guiding with our partners over there for some safaris, and he has had some great success. We have been very timid to share some of the reports and some of the results, but we will, however, when he gets back, we will share those with you on all of our social media and hopefully some video. I do understand that he's had a great guest who had a video camera and got a lot of it on video. I know that you got to have an encyclopedia to look up quite a few of the game animals that they have harvested over there. But now the family's over there. They're having a great time and enjoying a vacation. And again, summer's just been incredible. I've been talking to all my charter fishing buddies here along the coast, and they say that business has been incredible. My friends over at Crazy Sister Marina are enjoying a great summer, and I hope you are too, whether you're at the beach, the mountains, the lakes, wherever it is. Make sure you share your pictures with us on all of our social media. We'd love to see what you're catching on your body of water. I had another distinct honor of hosting Let's Fish TV that aired last week, the last week of June, and sat in for Andrew Upshaw, the host, who you have heard right here on the podcast. And I set out, I think I filmed the show 4 weeks ago, set out to go catch some spadefish. Turned into spadefish, cobia, and actually gag grouper, all within 42 foot of water, basically within 11 miles of shore. A really pleasant surprise to get out there and do that, but it's always a pleasure for us to sit in, or for me to sit in as the host of Let's Fish TV. You can find all that at letsfishtv.com. You can go back and look and find that episode actually aired in the Southwest and the Southeast, so you can find it on either of those channels that they have. And let's see what else has been going on. Obviously, we've got a storm that's brewing down in the Caribbean, and we would offer up all our prayers and hope that everyone stays safe down there. All of our brethren that are, it sounds like it's going to hit quite a few vacation spots from Jamaica to the peninsula in Mexico and possibly up into the Texas coast up there as well. And then who knows what else we're going to get. We're dealing with, I think right now on an average, about 2 degrees warmer than average water temperature. And that includes the Gulf, the southeastern Atlantic, and up through the mid-Atlantic region. And anybody that's been fishing lately knows that the water temperatures are warm, whether you've been fishing back in the creeks in your area or back on the ocean. And by the way, speaking of king mackerel, if anybody knows where king mackerel are, feel free to reach out and share some advice and tips with us. We would love to hear it because right now it has been a very slow year. All the king mackerel tournament fishermen are saying the same thing. Of course, there have been some nice fish caught, but on an average, I would say that your average weight to cash a check is far below what it was last summer, and even probably in the last 5 summers. So we're hoping that those fish show up. We get some good rain here in the next week, and they show up in their normal haunts. But for now, we're going to see who the best fishermen are come up for the East Coast Got 'em On and for the Hooked on Miracles. By the way, if you're interested in fishing the Hooked on Miracles and coming down and supporting our great cause, it is hookedonmiracleskmt.com. You can find all the information there on how you can volunteer, how you can donate, or how you can fish. And again, as a fisherman, we pay back 100% of your money. So if you sign up, whatever you sign up for, you're getting 100% of that back in payout. We are going to have a great crowd down there. And again, our sponsors, man, there are too many to name, but I do want to mention Hook. Obviously, my partner, Key West Boats, the founding title sponsor, Freeman Boat Works, and Vertical Bridge for being our co-title sponsors this year. It's great. It's a pleasure to have so many title sponsors that want to get involved in an event that size. And it's, again, I joke around. Y'all call it the Holy City down there. But I tell you, when it comes to that hospital, when it comes to the Children's Hospital or MUSC, there is very few people, businesses, or whatever that say no to donating or being involved in an event that does so much for it. So we want to thank everybody down there that's been involved, all of our sponsors, and you can find them at that website as well. So here's what we got going on. So, you know, Southern English Radio Show, we've talked about it week after week after week for the last 2 years, is our live radio show every Saturday morning over on Gator 107.9 and the iHeartRadio app. You can listen to it at any point in time at Gator107.9.com or Gator1079.com. Or you can go to iHeart and download Gator or download the app and go to Gator 107.9 on Saturday mornings from 8 till 10 and listen in. Well, I'll tell you, we've changed the name. Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show is our new name, and we did it for a multitude of reasons. Let's talk about first and foremost. First and foremost is our brand, Trilogy Outdoors, be it the magazine, be it the podcast, be it the radio show, and some other things coming up in the future. We wanted to get everything under that brand for a lot of different reasons. But first and foremost is marketing. It just makes it a lot easier. Name recognition becomes a lot easier, and we have really loved the responses that we've gotten about the name Trilogy, and so we've done that. The other reason is this. We want to talk more than just fishing, especially in the fall, especially in the winter. It gives us, you know, we're not those fishing guys that are talking hunting. We are the Trilogy Outdoors radio guys that are talking Trilogy Outdoors, fins, fur, and feathers. So we have, we're going through that change right now. And I wanted to share with some of you that listen just to the podcast and may not get to tune in on Saturday mornings. I want you to listen to some examples and some of what goes on Saturday mornings. I mean, again, I have an incredible supporting crew on Saturday mornings. It varies week to week because I do have a very popular crew that all own businesses, and most of them are charter captains or involved in the boating industry in some way, shape, or form. But Captain Jason Burton, Captain Chris Regan, Captain Matt Varnador from Walk 'em All Outfitters, we call him the River Rat. Shep Richard Florzak, Private Shep to the Stars. Tony the Bassmaster Carter, who you've heard on here before. Captain Fred Rourke with Sweet Tea Charters. Captain Fred, who's been a captain for a long time down in Georgetown, an incredible inshore fisherman, and you've heard him as well on here. And good gosh, I can't leave anybody out. How about our good friend from DNR, Mr. Green Jeans, as I call him, Tommy Buchanan. Officer Tommy Buchanan with South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. And so we've done a couple shows over the last couple weeks that have been really good. They have. We did a remote at Surfside Pier, which, by the way, is open at our good friends Perry's Bait and Tackle, Perry's at the Pier. And we really had some great content, and you'll find that every Saturday morning if you tune in. So I thought about it, and I said, well, heck, let's go ahead and fill up some shows. Let's let you guys listen to it. A lot of people don't get to go back and listen, but we actually do have a podcast channel for Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show as well. But we're going to play it this week on the Trilogy Outdoors podcast, and I want you guys to tune in and stay right there and listen. And, again, this format is live from the radio show, so it's going to sound a little different. You'll hear some commercial breaks and different things of that nature, but I promise you're going to enjoy the content. And just tune in or visit TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com. Check out everything that's going on. So let's crank it up. All right. Good morning, fish head. It is our pleasure to be back with you live this week. And we are on location at Crazy Sister Marina. We have taken the Toyota Tundra studio on the road, and we are at Crazy Sister Marina for a very fun and exciting quickly thrown together adventure this morning with some really deserving individuals, and that would be some first responders and some law enforcement officers. And I have the pleasure of working with a law enforcement officer and a former firefighter every Saturday, or whenever Chris can join me and whenever Tommy can join me. But we're also brought to you by Marshall's Marine and Key West Boats of Lake City and Georgetown, where every day's a boat show. Every day. Our good friends at Monarch Roofing.
Tap, tap, tap.
There we go. Tap, tap, tap. That's the new one. I like that. And we are brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina. And thank you to Sean and the crew here at Crazy Sister Marina. So here's what we're doing today. These guys are going fishing. And let me introduce our contestants this morning. And that would be, we've got the one and only Chief Joe Hill of Horry County Police Department is here on location. We've got Sergeant Kevin Pardue of the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources.
Good old Sarge.
We've got Gomer Powell of South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Jay Gregg. Sorry, he's an old. Hey, y'all think I'm joking? The only reason that I do any of this, and the only reason that I have ever had any of this opportunity to get into what I do, is because of that man right there. I am completely thankful for him. I am completely thankful for him. That's right. We have got Miss Bree Bostic here. Bree is with the Midway Fire Department. We've got Aaron Bostic here with the Georgetown Fire Department. And you're going to recognize the voice of our other guest later. His name would be Jeff Benton. You're going to normally catch him here from 10 a.m. until 3, I think. Is that right? Something like that. Sounds 10 till 3 here on the Gator 107.9. But Jeff also serves with the Horry County Sheriff's Department. Got to make sure we get them all right. There's so many.
You got
there he is.
Separate them.
A Butterball Lieutenant, Jeff.
There we go. All right, so listen. Here's what. We're here at Crazy Sister Marina, and y'all, if you're out and driving around, drinking some coffee, having some donuts, or doing whatever, donuts and policemen go together.
They do go together. I love donuts.
Y'all come out and cheer these guys on. We are actually fishing in the marina, and for those that don't know, this is a really good fishing spot.
It has everything here.
Thank you.
You got moving water. How many fish and carcasses get dropped down?
Lots from this table right here.
Yeah, exactly. So right there.
I will say, look behind us. We're back here. We're watching a landing. It's packed. Look
Saturday
at it.
morning.
Look at it. Yep. Just come down and watch the landing with us.
Yeah.
We've got a full crew getting ready to go on the New Inlet Princess.
Yeah, 114. Randall, how many you got today? Oh, boy.
Full boats.
They got a boatload on the New Inlet Princess this morning, and it is a little toasty this morning, but
We got a little breeze.
but
It's not
we
bad.
got a breeze, and it feels good.
Breeze.
And, man, it's just great to be here. I want to thank Sea Cart Adventures, who I hope Jason is going to come join us. Sea Cart has thrown in one of our grand prizes, and that is a Sea Cart experience, and we've been talking about them since day one. I think they do everything right. I
They
think
do.
they are as considerate of the anglers and other boaters as anybody out there in the inlet, in the sense of how they are in an orderly fashion.
Yep, how they
as
operate.
make their way through the creek.
They do, and they don't go back into the shallow creeks and get in anybody's way. So they're it's a fun time.
Yep.
We see them. I can't even tell you how many times a day they're turning and burning.
They are turning and burning. And we've got some, what else do I have? Oh, God. Saltwater Ammo, Kel Carter. We've talked about them a lot on the show. Kel is unbelievable, incredible local here in Murrells Inlet. And Kel jumped up immediately and donated a beautiful Yeti cooler for one of our winners today. We've got gift cards to the one and only Judy Boone's. And I'm telling you, when I say gift cards, we got a couple you can take several friends with you. We've got hats, shirts. What else we got over there? Oh, and I'm going to take two winners to Palmetto State Armory. We're going to go up there. I'm going to let you pick out your two rods.
Awesome.
They get to
That's
pick
sweet.
out whatever they want.
I'll take a bait caster.
Well, you're out. Oh, we do have to get you on the bait caster. So, and that's the reason. I have two brand new bait casters out in the truck. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what?
I was going to bring one.
Probably won't.
I had stopped by Ronald's earlier, so for my birthday, I got Ronald. I said, I want these two rods. I said, go ahead and reel rod. They're sitting there waiting to be spooled up. So I went by there and dropped some rulers off for them.
So, in other words, you're going to be Monday. You're going to be there Monday for the second
Yes.
Murrells Inlet,
Yes.
Inlet Rocks, Trilogy Outdoors Monday Flounder Challenge.
I will be there. You know, I got Jay's coming. I will tell you that across the board here, looking at all of our first responders, you know, these men and women out here on a daily basis doing a job that most probably don't want to do, and it's fire, police, EMS,
all of it.
I can tell you that Jay and we're going to leave here when the show's over, and we have to go work.
Yeah, you're working.
So we'll leave here, go to work. Jeff over there at the sheriff's office, they're huge, they're busy. We got Chief Joe Hill. His job never stops.
Nope.
No days off.
So thank you again for hosting this. This means a lot to me and all these guys out here. So thank you again.
Well, I told you again. I think it was such a good idea that we're going to definitely have to do it at least twice, and after that maybe even more.
Yeah.
So while we're on air, I'm going to throw this out because we need to get them going. By the way, fishing.
Yeah.
So I want to go. What?
He's about to fire up too.
Yeah, I know. So we want to get them fishing, but so I thought about something. Why couldn't we? And listen, I know a lot of fishermen and a lot of your friends, a lot of your relationships in fishing started at the fire department.
Oh, absolutely. This is a getaway.
But
You know,
would some of these fire departments and would some of these, would they appreciate 3 or 4 people coming one afternoon to do like a clinic, like basic, like let's teach them how to throw a cast net, let's teach them how to tie knots. Like maybe we get somebody excited about fishing that doesn't fish yet.
Absolutely.
Like Chief Hill.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you've ever been on the boat with Chief, I'm telling you, is there more excitable person on the boat?
Listen, me and Chief and the Chief Norkit over there at Horry County Fire, remember that day we came out here, it was freezing cold, and the only fish that was caught was by Chief Joe Hill. So,
and I'm sure he did not rub it in.
Oh, no, not in the least. No, I mean, he even mentioned it when he called me the other day, so...
Well, I was thinking about that yesterday.
Redemption.
I said that would be fun. You know, maybe in the fall.
Yeah.
Maybe we come up with a couple afternoons during the week because I know they work shifts.
Yep.
Maybe we work with one shift, you know, for a month and then another shift, and we just show up once or twice.
We'd be happy to do it.
And let's do some nets.
That would be
cast
awesome.
net, basic knots, and do whatever. And then I'll bet you that we can find somewhere like Palmetto State Armory or somewhere like Crazy Sister Marina that'll help get them set up with some tackle and get them going.
Hey, you know, do you think they'll let us drive the fire truck one time?
I don't know. That would be fun.
would be
I'm not going to lie. That would be fun. And that's the Murrells Inlet Anthem, as Tony would call it.
Yes, sir.
Tony calls it the Murrells Inlet National Anthem when they come through. All right, so let's go over the rules real quick of the fishing. So here's what we got. Our competitors are going to be fishing for quite a few prizes. We are going to do first fish.
There he is.
First legal fish. That's not that bad.
No.
First legal fish. We're going to do biggest flounder, and we're going to do trash fish.
All right.
Biggest trash fish, and we're going to do most flounder. All right?
Now, where's the parameters, though? How far down can
They can go wherever they want to in the marina. I don't care. Like, Tony knows some good spots.
I believe he does.
You know, hey, but if it was me,
He ain't going far.
I would be walking somewhere close by, or I would be down there. Since we have permission to fish on this side, I would be down there floating where that water goes through, where it comes up on the shallow at the marsh walk, at the government pier, or fishing right here.
As soon as he leaves.
And he'll be gone in 20 minutes.
Yep, it'll be a
Hey.
game then.
All right, Jenna, listen. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to break, all right? So we've set it up. We're going to go to break. We're going to get our contestants fishing and get them going. And we come back, Captain Randall and New England Princess will be on their way out. And we're going to be right here live at Crazy Sister Marina and have some fish stories for you. Tony, you've got somebody to fish with. Captain Kel Carter's got somebody to take care of. Chris is going to...
I'll bounce around.
You're going to help around and
Yeah.
bounce around, and we'll all get them going. We'll go get bait inside there and get everything going, and then we're going to play interview with Ronald, and we're going to play another interview with Will, and then we come back on the other side of all that. We'll be right here with live action from Crazy Sister Marina. You ready, Jenna?
Yes.
All right. Sorry to throw that at you. All right, here we go, folks. We'll be right back. We got some chaos. Y'all come down here and hang out with us at Crazy Sister Marina. And we are the Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show coming to you live here on Gator 107.9. Michelob Ultra and Myrtle Beach wholesaler Southern Crown Partners Incorporated know our consumers enjoy relaxing days on the water with Mick Ultra's crisp and refreshing taste in hand. It's important to remember to drink and boat responsibly. Choose to be or to designate a sober skipper before leaving the dock. Do it for your family and friends, your passengers, and everyone else on board. Michelob Ultra salutes all sober skippers who take the pledge. Cheers, and we'll see you on the water. We are having a great time out here on the waterfront in Murrells Inlet at our wonderful partner, Crazy Sister Marina. And Sean Baum was going to actually join us, but he is busy on the cash register. And I will say this much. The last hour has been
interesting,
very interesting and busy. And
eventful.
Everybody's trying to hit the water. But let me tell you about our fish. So we've got 2 cobia landed.
We got 2 cobia.
2 cobia have landed. We've got 4 flounder, 2 keepers, or 1 keeper?
1 keeper. Jay Gregg right now at 16.25.
Y'all caught 2 of them, right? Yeah, Jay Gregg's caught 2. And we got 1 keeper at 16.5 inches. And we sent Brianna back over there. We've got her fishing now.
She hooked up.
She hooked up as soon as you cast it, right? Mm-hmm. It was just kind of, bam, there it was.
Sarge, I don't blame you. I'd go over there, too.
Yeah.
So
I just told him, you don't have to stay here. Y'all can move to
No, you can move around and go wherever you want to.
Yeah.
So Brianna is a field reporter for BTW.
Field reporter for WBTW. Yep.
There you go. Y'all look for her.
You know, here's the thing. I know that we at the Gator have a strong relationship and a very good relationship with our friends at WPDE, as we should. And I'll be honest, anybody that does, you want to be associated with Ed Piotrowski and the weather team over there and everybody else. And I love the WPDE crowd. But
I wish I could get them on my TV.
I know, man, it's crazy.
I mean, I live Bally's Island. I can't get anything out of Myrtle Beach.
Do you need a new antenna or something?
I mean,
No,
I'm
yeah,
15
cable.
miles from Myrtle Beach and can't get any Myrtle Beach.
That's all right. I'll get you a
Local
coat hanger.
news.
We'll stick it out the window.
Ah, that's funny. Get some old rabbit ears. Hey, listen, we do hope that everybody obviously had a very safe and enjoyable 4th of July, and this weekend's going to be a lot of fun and exciting on the water. And I will say the Sober Skipper, which you've heard the ads on our radio show as well, we are very involved with Sober Skipper. But we also have DNR here, Officer Tommy, who is very involved with Sober Skipper, but also with the Operation
Dry water.
Dry water.
Dry water,
Let's
yeah.
talk about it.
Dry
Explain
water.
it.
Yeah, dry water kicked off July the 3rd in Destin, Florida, and it is NASBLA, which is the National Association of State Boating Law Administrators. It's their kickoff to basically have a zero tolerance for drinking and driving on the water. And so, we started that. Matter of fact, 4th of July, I started in Lake Murray. We had a bunch of news crews from across the state come in and check out our Batmobile, which is our breath alcohol testing unit. For those, we call it a data master in the law enforcement community because that's what we're trained on, but basically it's a breathalyzer for lack of better terms.
Tommy, the law, explain the law. You can actually be driving a boat with a beer in your hand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, different than driving a car, you can't have an open container in a vehicle, and certainly you can't drink and drive, but it's different for a boat. And you can have an open container and you can drink a beer or an alcoholic beverage and still operate a boat. The problem becomes when you become impaired.
Right.
You've had too much. You're drunk.
I mean, I got people that yesterday, 2 boats that it was in the morning, probably weren't drinking and were having problems operating their boat.
And you got to think about it. You have to remember, especially on a day like today, it's a beautiful day. 4th of July was beautiful. It was hot. And when you start, the more you drink, and of course everybody's different, right?
Yep.
Body weight,
Yep.
height, all that, your tolerance. Being on the water adds a layer of the impairment. You're out on the water, you're moving,
Right.
you're swaying, you have the sun, the glare off the water, so
It's all wearing on you.
it does. It absolutely wears you down. So, again, designate a sober skipper, or if you don't know what that is, designate somebody to drive the boat. No different than a car.
Exactly. All right, so this is what we did on the 4th. And anybody saw my post, it was genuine. My post, if you needed a sober skipper, call me. I was on the water, but I also ran some trips, ran some people, picked some people up via the Toyota Tundra also and gave them rides home. But here's my thing. Listen, I went through that wild stage where I couldn't I couldn't go on the water without
Right.
taking in a lot of adult beverages.
Right.
Pace yourself, firstly. And secondly, designate, just like it says, a sober
Somebody.
skipper. Designate somebody that is going to be that person that gets on the boat knowing that they're going to drink sweet tea.
Right.
It's going to be their day to enjoy the others. And I say that in a sense, if you don't think that it can be just as enjoyable to be
Watching.
a sober person,
I'm very familiar with
then
that.
you haven't been in some of the situations that I've been in.
Yeah.
And I've been in a lot of situations when you consider that 90% of my friends that I've met were through me bartending
Right.
and working behind the bar.
You have to think. Look at the boat picture we sent out in that group text. The boat up on the hill.
Yep.
All right. If we're going to come in and look at this, when we're going to investigate a boating accident and we believe you're impaired, those are going to be questions, and we're going to screen you. So is it worth it? No. Nobody wants to go to jail. That sober skipper or the designated driver, make sure that person knows how to operate the boat, first of all.
Roger that.
Yeah, exactly. And, the other thing is I was talking to a couple of highway patrolmen on 4th of July who were with us at our press event, and they said, man, could you imagine driving a car drunk and getting in a wreck and now add a 20-foot boat
Right.
on a trailer to that car and drive down the road.
Right.
So I was, I'd be honest with you, I never really thought about that.
Nope.
So that's another added weight. But, again, we're in the middle of the summer. Be patient. Be safe. Check the weather. I can't preach that enough. Check the weather. The time is not when that storm is coming across from Huntington Beach or wherever. The time is, you see it, and Kevin will tell you, I see a cloud in the sky back to the west. I'm checking the radar.
All right.
I know, that's me.
So another big tip and another big word of advice is that I would download WPDE's weather app, WBTW, whoever. Download their local weather app and set on the alarms. And I'll tell you why. When you open it up to know your location, it lets you know in as good a timely manner as it can. It lets you know what's coming, if there is something coming. And we know this time of the year that you can go from a beautiful day like this to absolutely trees bent over and lots of electricity, which electricity, water, and boats don't go well together.
And then my deal is I watch the sky, especially this time of year out of the west, and I'd say nine times out of 10, I'll get spooked because I've been out there and caught in it, and I'll run back. But one of those 10, it never does actually hit, but I've never regretted it. because I've been caught in some really where you get noise and light at the same second.
Yep.
That is not where I wanted to be.
Nope.
Yeah, the thing is, imagine when everybody tries to get back to this landing right here.
And they gag up trying to get out.
Yeah, exactly. They're all stacked on top of each other. And so that makes it even worse. I mean, somebody's got to sit in the boat.
Yeah, Merle's Inlet with a storm coming up, and you've got an hour wait before you can be able to pull out.
Yep.
Storms could be gone by the time you get squared away.
So, again, be patient. Please, please, please be patient. Be safe. Make sure you have all your safety equipment on. If you're going to drink, and you designate that sober skipper, pay attention to the weather. And our goal is 0 accidents. And we're here if you need us. Please don't hesitate to call.
Another thing is it's not just who you got on your boat, it's the other boat. Like yesterday, I had an 8-year-old little girl. I can't imagine something happening to her because somebody's impaired or their lack of ability or whatever. I mean, I had people come up by me yesterday way too close and way too fast. And I'm like, this guy doesn't know where he's going or what he's doing. And some people just get so focused on the electronics, watching their lines and stuff, that they don't even look up.
They don't.
I can't imagine having to lose that little girl. I mean, she's just
no. But it's funny you say that about electronics. You know what happens if you get a strong tide or a current or a big wind, and these nun cans right here, these buoys right here, get moved off station?
Yep.
Just because the electronics tell you that's where if you're not paying attention.
Oh yeah, they can get moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to use your eyeballs out front.
Yep.
Not just in the dash. And there's plenty of people that run Jones Creek in Georgetown that don't really know it that well. So they're following a track, and I'll put tracks on plenty of people's GPSs and take them and run with track for them.
Look at there!
Look at that.
Sarge!
Got a flounder caught.
Sarge is on the board!
He's a nice one.
Yay! Look at that one!
That's a sandwich for him.
You need pliers? You need pliers? Okay. Yeah, look at there. Hey, we were talking about electricity. We're talking about all the things that can happen, including losing power. Our friends at Express Electrical Services over in Conway can take care of you. Kohler Systems. Give them a call over there at Express Electrical Services or visit eesmb.com. Whole house, residential, commercial, it doesn't matter. And plumbing needs, all your plumbing needs taken care of. If you're like me, once again, I continue to say it. I don't touch anything
with
that's dealing with electrical to do it myself.
Electricals?
Yeah, electrical. But they do it everything. Home generators, lighting installation and repair, electrical repairs.
What?
Renovation wiring. What we got? Uh-oh.
We got another one on.
We got another one?
I don't need to be on board. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
You got one on there?
Yeah, we got tackle. Here.
Well, he needs to get on there.
Here we go.
Hey, listen, do you have time to remind everybody about Monday evening?
Yes, we already did, but we will do it again.
Do it again because I forgot to take the notes.
Yeah. All right, so Monday evenings now, Inlet Rocks, Ronald Stalvia, myself have started a Monday flounder shootout.
Hey, the Chief softball! No, Chief, that's a big one!
Chief
oh, he might have just kicked Jay out the winner's
he
bracket.
did.
Yep.
That one's bigger than bigger than
Wow,
Jay.
Jay.
It's
Hey,
close.
here's the bad thing is there's somebody who's been renting the boat for the last 2 hours, and we've caught more fish sitting at the dock than they have. All right, so real quick, Mondays, we are meeting at the public landing here in Merle's Inlet by boat. We're not doing it on shore. We're doing it by boat, okay? There'll be a boat parked right across from the landing in the edge of the grass. You'll come up there. You'll pay your $25 entry, except 12 and under are free, okay? 12 and under. It's an individual tournament. You can weigh one flounder, okay? $25 entry. $20 goes to first place. $5 goes to second place. The first week, which was storming and everything up until 10 minutes before, that is awesome, Chief.
Yeah, hey, we got to get a picture of that.
Chief. Yeah.
Chief's got it.
Chief, hold it up.
But what we're doing is blasting off at 6. We'll be back at 8:30 to weigh in. And largest flounder wins first place. Second largest flounder wins second place.
Okay.
And
it's 100%
it's going to be a great
payback.
time. 100% payback.
So it's 22
And I'll
winner.
tell you this. Our objective between now and the middle of September, when we'll probably end up quitting, is to have additional purse. In other words, we want to pay back 100% plus. We might have a couple sponsors. We may have a couple sponsors because somebody's got to talk. We may have a couple sponsors that will put in extra money so we can have some added purse.
So,
So,
I tell you, I got Jay's coming. Jay's coming with me Monday.
well,
Yeah, there you go,
Saltwater Ammo,
Saltwater
our
Ammo.
friend Kel Carter
Awesome.
has just offered up that he may be jumping in on that. So that
Nice.
is awesome.
Sweeten the pot a little bit.
And listen, Kel's doing a pretty good job out there guiding because Miss Bree has got 2 flounder, 2 cobia,
Nice.
and a redfish that she just lost.
And check this out. We're going to come up with a bait,
Yep.
and we're going to do an offshore lure. And then for the eyes, we're
Yep.
going to put the badges in the
Nice.
eyes.
That's
So
perfect.
That is, it's going to be a DNR special.
I love it. That's a good idea for a T-shirt.
Get back there, Chief. Get another one.
Come on, Chief!
It's on now.
awesome.
Chief didn't hesitate to put that one on ice. You noticed that, right? I think.
No, heck
He's
no.
got
I
2
say,
in the bo-
look here.
He's got
Look
2
here.
in the box, right?
Let me tell you something about that man. That man loves fishing, and he loves eating fish. And you know what? So be it.
So when
I can promise you, when he retires here shortly, when he retires, there's going to be a lot of fish that are in danger.
Listen, I'm not going to say. I'm going to go ahead and say it. They got a really cool shirt, and I'm just going to have to have one made for us.
Yes.
The HCPD Tactical
The
Fishing.
Horry
Oh,
County
man.
Police Department Tactical Fishing. I love it.
nice.
It's better.
Hey, I bet we can partner with Saltwater Ammo in that.
Yeah, we
What do
can.
you think, guys?
Yeah,
I think we can.
yeah.
I think we can. That would be awesome.
Well, when Chief went with us, I don't believe I let him keep anything.
Nope.
When he fished with us that day.
No, but you caught big redfish.
Yeah, they were big.
He don't care. He's fine with that.
And when people say, "Hey, I want to catch some redfish for dinner," I take them to the big fish spot.
Where did Jay go?
Yep, exactly. Huh?
Where did Jay go?
Jay's up top on the phone.
Oh,
He's on the
yeah.
telephone.
He started talking to his kids.
Yep.
So, guys,
His twins.
to repeat, we're at Crazy Sisters.
Yep. Crazy Sister Marina.
We have law enforcement officers fishing with assorted mix
First
of guide.
responders.
Couple of hose draggers.
Yeah,
Got some hose draggers over here.
got some fire department folks. So public service type guys that.
And by the way, let's just say that we have the employee of the quarter. Don't we have the firefighter of the quarter?
Nice.
There you go.
Proud husband over there. Proud husband over there.
How do you get to be the firefighter of the quarter?
I don't know, but she got it. And she's pretty much working on becoming the fisherman of the quarter.
There you go. So,
Jay,
the race
Jay, what are
is
you
going.
doing?
so what we're doing is
What are you doing?
we're having a little fishing contest down there on the dock at Crazy
Yep.
Sisters.
Jay said his arm hurts.
Jay's taking a
All the
break.
fish.
You don't think because they're on the dock there's not competition going on, because there absolutely is.
Y'all,
I mean, they're busy. These guys are busy trying to beat each other. It's pretty cool.
here's the deal. When you hear fishing at the marina on the dock, not many people get excited about it.
But guess
I'm just
what?
telling you.
Guess what?
Like, this is a total different beast. When you fish here, you really, truthfully stand a chance at catching some of the biggest flounder. And earlier, we talked about exactly why. All right, there's a lot of different reasons. Captain Chris, who is busy right now, but I'd love to have him talk about it because we talk about it. There's a break in the current. All right, you've got a seawall right here. There's
Yeah.
break in the current on the falling tide. You've got huge dock pilings. You've got docks. You've got big boats.
Structure.
You've got some big boats that actually sit on the bottom at low tide, creating a deeper hole, therefore enticing a great little spot for those fish to lay. But look at all the families that are going out and enjoying. I mean, we've got rental boats here. You've got skiffs. You've got all kinds of new pontoons.
Kayak tours.
You've got kayaks. You've got environmental tours here. You've got dolphin tours. You've got every evening now. They're doing the evening cruises on both these boats. And you can go out with family and friends and hop on the New Inlet Princess. Look at that guy. Yep. and let's talk about no wake.
Yeah.
That is,
That's
look at this.
He's a farmer.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
they can't read.
He's a farmer.
The signs are there for a reason. The signs and the buoys. It's not like we just randomly select somewhere to throw a buoy down. There's a reason why it's there.
Well,
Idle speed is enough forward speed to make way.
Well,
Enough forward momentum.
I call them farmers. You can always tell a farmer because they're always plowing.
That's right.
It's this
I
guy.
mean, look, he just cut the whole kayaking tour off.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, of course, they don't have the stability that a lot of these boats have, but
they were also approaching his starboard, which meant he should have given away.
yeah, he should have.
Yep. So
But he's a farmer. He just got done plowing the fields. I mean, the waterway.
yeah, he just.
So, yeah, that they're there for a reason. Please, that's another thing. Pay attention. And you get around a dock like this, and even if there's not a no-wake zone, slow down because you got people's boats tied up here.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting fuel or taking ice or picking up passengers. So slow down. It's okay. Be patient.
You're responsible for your wake.
You are. And, here's, compared to the rest, something like Horry County where it's kind of a straight line just because of how the waterway is. Once you get out to Little River, it opens up. But still, I mean, it's like a washing machine.
Yeah, it is.
And if you don't have the experience like a lot of us have, then you really don't know what to do.
Well, see, a lot of people think that, okay, no wake, that means I need to slow down. Never looking behind them and to see that they're throwing a 3-foot wave because of their plowing.
Well, a lot of people say, "Well, I was only doing 6 miles an hour." Well, we don't have it. It's not a speed limit,
Right? Yeah, and
now I will tell you, I've been to Brownsville, Texas, and around the port of Brownsville, they have actually a speed limit sign.
really
It's not no wake; it's no more than 5 miles per hour.
interesting.
Very interesting. I was like, man, speed. I mean, how do you know? You don't have a digital readout, but
Yeah, it's there's a difference between idle speed and no wake, and some people have a hard time just deciphering what that means. But another thing is when you're plowing your boat, it's not happy. The boat's not happy. You back off on this plowing, the boat is not happy. It either wants you to speed up or slow down.
Yep.
So do one or the other. If there's no wake, then it's telling you need to slow down.
it amazes me. You know who's from Merle's Inlet when they're cutting these creeks like this.
Yeah, when they're cutting corners.
Look,
They're cutting corners.
Yeah, cutting corners. You know what he's doing. He lives here.
I cut a lot of corners this day on this
Now,
high tide.
I love my trip through the inlet because I go right through.
Oh,
there.
I know.
You've been my back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a blast.
I'm gonna tell you what. The first time we did it, I was like, oh wow. Now when you do it, it's like, oh, I'm not.
Oh, look,
Joe.
Chief Hill in the house.
Got another one.
Joe's not slow.
He's going to have dinner tonight.
Oh my God, no. Look, yeah, you better get back to fishing.
Jay, hey, you're getting beat. I mean, you're off the leaderboard at this point.
He's got him some dinner going on.
Yeah.
I think he had a mission coming out here today.
He did. Let me tell you, they're his job. He's the chief. I mean, everything comes to him.
Yeah.
He deals with
It's a
everything.
stressful job. And some may say that he doesn't come out in the public as much as he should, but I'm going to tell you this much. I've spent time with him. He cares so much. He cares so much, and he's always working that, he's got an excuse for the way he is, and he's been incredible for Horry County. He's been incredible as a friend. I'm blessed that Tommy, you introduced us, because he is a genuine great person. He really is.
Yeah, he is. Nice.
He's
guy.
cool.
He's just doing it. This is crazy.
I'll make the hush puppies.
I know. It's going to be like, Jay, you got to get going, dude. Come on now.
Is it a keeper?
No, it's a little short. I'll tell you what, though. Chief, get on over here. Yeah, let's get a picture.
Chief, I'll make the hush puppies.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. So he's
Go him over there where Sarge can catch him. There you go.
There you go. All right, so listen, it's time to go to break. We'll do one more break, and then we'll come back and finish this thing out. We'll get a couple guests over here. I don't want y'all to go anywhere. You guys are great, but we'll get somebody over here. I may slide away and let some people come sit up here with y'all. Y'all do such a good job, though. You're naturals. And I've always said it, Fred, you know it. Honestly, from the time you get on a boat and on a charter, you're basically entertaining.
Yes.
Anyway, it's no different than this.
What if the fish aren't biting? You better be entertaining.
You better be entertaining. Yep.
All
right. Jenna, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
All right, Jenna.
Well, we'll be right back on the other side of the break, and we'll hopefully have some more fishing reports here from you from Crazy Sister Marina. But this is the Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show coming to you live via the Toyota Tundra Studio. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back here live at Crazy Sister Marina. We are the Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show, and we get to grace this wonderful Gator 107.9 every Saturday mornings from 8 to 10, talking fin, spur, and feather and everything outdoors. And joining me on the mics right now, we've got Sweet Tea Charters. We got Greg Nichols here from, what's the name of that business y'all are?
I think it's called Saltwater Ammo Company.
Well, I can see it on all of you. You got plenty of it on there. Saltwater Ammo is here, and Captain Chris Regan's with us. And, Chris, you've had a good time this morning.
We have. This is like being at work, doing what I enjoy.
It's just like being at work.
Yeah, doing what I enjoy.
Well, I do have a special announcement to make for all you Gator diehard listeners. Jeff Benton has not only just caught his first fish in 40 years, he just caught his first flounder.
Nice.
And he backed it up with his second right behind it.
Man, that's amazing, isn't it?
And he is fishing with Saltwater Ammo jigs right now. Greg, let's talk about Saltwater Ammo. Thank you guys first and foremost for the hats, for the cooler, and everything else. And you and Kel always get involved in everything locally. And I know, obviously, supporting local is huge for any business. But in your business, you definitely want all of us local anglers on board.
Absolutely, we do, and we're born, raised here, right in Merle's Inlet, so this is home. Been fishing these waters for a long time, and it's interesting that we got started because we couldn't find the tackle that we wanted.
Yep.
So we started making it ourselves, and then people are like, "Hey, can you do that for me?"
Yep.
And next thing you know, we have a business that's doing really well, and the main thing is we catch fish, but we are big into helping out, people that need help and sponsoring events and especially like Take a Kid Fishing and stuff like that. So we really like to give back.
Yep.
And we like to say we're doing it for them. We're not. We're doing it for us because it makes us, feel great inside of what we're doing and everything. And
Good
it's
for your heart.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
it is. It's right. And it's fun being down here, and it's great with all these guys right here fishing where we are, catching fish, and everybody else out all over the creek, not
Riding
catching
in
fish.
boats.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Out in the boats, and
We know
not
that
catching
feeling,
anything.
don't we? We know that feeling. I got to pick up this Judy Boone's gift certificate that's about to blow off. So we all know that feeling that sometimes riding around in the boat is you're burning gas when you could have been fishing.
That's right.
And catching. But I'll tell you, the name is so catchy. Saltwater Ammo. I love the name. When y'all first came out, they had the little ammo boxes.
Ammo boxes, the green
With
ones,
the
yeah.
tackle. I thought that was a great idea.
Genius.
I know you really concentrated heavy in the beginning with the offshore stuff, with the Wahoo
Right,
and
that's
everything like that. Now you've gotten into more inshore jigs and different things of that nature. And, listen, the tackle works. I know the jig heads have been really good. Kel brought me my own Clemson edition of a jig head. It's the orange jig head with the purple and white skirt. I love it. I'm not going to use it because I like the way it looks.
All right.
But that is only if I can keep it away from rust. Because
wall
my little
hanger.
fishing partner loves that thing, and I keep catching him putting it in his tackle box,
Right.
trying to take it. But
He just wants to show it off because
yeah,
he likes
does.
it.
He does. But thank you guys so much for coming out and getting involved. And again, y'all always are getting involved in everything local. I know you're big in the sheriff's department tournament. Kel comes and serves as the weighmaster and
Absolutely.
everything else during that day. But we appreciate it. And just from all the anglers, letting you know, it makes a difference. And
It does.
It
It goes a long way.
It does, and we talk about it nonstop. It's the businesses that support, like where we're sitting right now at Crazy Sister. It's the businesses that support the local tournaments that deserve your business. And whether you fish tournaments or not, you need to think about that because we fish tournaments, we love it.
Yeah.
But we love coming over here. Weigh-ins at Crazy Sister are always a breeze.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Easy. You got a great venue here. You got shade if the family wants to come down and sit there and watch the weigh-in.
Yep.
It's everything involved. You need a drink, you walk right underneath there.
And, this is a pretty nice office location for Kel and I to be sitting down here working today.
Hey, you are working.
This is R&D right here.
Yeah, right.
R&D.
That's what you hear when you're a fishing guide and you have a woman. Oh, you're working, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, you working. Like
Yep.
Chris said a minute ago, You're working today. It's like being at work, right?
And the other thing is, like women with their shoes, you know, I mean, a woman cannot justify her shoes as we can for rods and tackle because ours is for work.
Exactly.
Those shoes aren't for work.
I fight that argument all the time.
We all get it. We all get it.
Yep.
We all get it. Now, I would have expected you, honestly, knowing you as long as I have, I would have more expected you to come out with a new surfboard line or something along that because this man loves to surf.
I do, and you know, maybe that's something down the road. Yeah, we'll get in. You know, it all ties together. People that surf, fish. People that fish, surf a lot. So it's all that outdoors, enjoying the water.
Yeah.
Watermen, yes.
Waterman.
Exactly.
That's it. And hey, listen, when you live here, if you don't get out and enjoy this, and I say this every week on here, I say it on another radio show that I'm on Tuesdays, but if you are missing out on the water and don't get out and enjoy, I don't care if you're over in the drinking water,
Right.
fresh water,
That's
or
it.
whether you're in the salt water. There is something that every one of us can enjoy. Whether
Yeah.
you want the tug on the end of a rod,
Yeah.
whether you want to just go out and drive down the rivers, and
Anchor up
it's
like
just-
a lot of
yeah.
people do.
Got another one.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. Can I trade Sean for you?
Absolutely.
We've been waiting on him, but I want to thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Saltwater Ammo,
Appreciate what you
y'all.
guys
Check
are
them
doing.
out.
We got another flounder.
Yeah, we do.
We're doing it.
Another one. All right.
I ought to run charters off this dock.
I know. All right, Sean. The one and only Captain Sean Bond has joined us, the owner and proprietor of this incredible place. And, Sean, I'm just going to tell you, once again, we can't say it enough, man. You have done a great job over here, continuing to add new things over here. You know, this place is as organized as I've ever seen it. And the tackle store was ingenious. To walk in there and look around and see what everything you offer. To watch these rental boats come up right now, pull right up. They can put some gas in, shovel some ice in the boat, get some tackle, and go fishing.
Man, it's been awesome. All these little projects are really starting to work out. It's been a convenience for our customers coming down from wherever they're traveling, all the tourists coming in, getting on the head boat, getting on rental boats, just for our locals popping into the dock, you know, high
Kayaks,
tide.
paddle boards.
That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the tide is. You can pull right up. I got a little convenience store in there for you. You know, every frozen.
You got every
selection you
frozen
need,
bait
you know.
imaginable.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, it's been a built-in clientele. Like you've got, how many rental boats do y'all have now?
We've got 15.
Wow.
The
And that is
skiffs-
a combination of skiffs and pontoons.
Correct. Yep. Most of the pontoons people are using for family kind of activity, just cruising around, pulling up on the point. The skiffs obviously are just fishing machines.
Yep.
17-foot Carolina skiffs, and they redid them over the winter. They look awesome.
Yeah.
We took the biminies off,
The T-tops.
put T-tops on them, put some chairs in them, just kind of moved some stuff around. Got them. They look awesome.
Well, they're comfortable.
They're comfortable. People have come back that have been renting for years. They're like, "Oh, dude, this is what we're renting. This is awesome."
Yep.
So it's been
That's
everything's
cool.
been really well received. It's been great.
And you've actually got, I think yours are tri-tunes, aren't they? Most of them?
They are, yes.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, that makes a big difference in saltwater. If
Oh,
you're,
hands down.
you know, I don't know how much you've ridden in them, but it makes a, oh,
The
look
ride.
at there. Look, Tommy.
Another
Oh!
flounder.
Officer Tommy. Uh-oh.
What do
Well,
I
I'll
have to-
tell you what.
What do I have to do to run charters off your docks?
Man,
Hey, yeah.
I think the price
Sean.
just went up.
Sean.
Selling
I'm telling you.
spots.
Just bring your flip flops, and that's all you need. Bring your rod and
These
your
guys are
flip
having a
flop.
morning down
They
here.
are. But here's the thing. Like, everybody, like, when I could tell, you get that reaction from people when you say, hey, we're going to be fishing at the marina,
Yeah.
in the marina. And they're like, okay, whatever. And I'm sure there was quite a few that showed up and said, oh, this is going to be just a morning of hanging out.
Soaking bait.
Fishing's good right now.
Their attitudes changed as soon as Bree caught the first flounder.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's all it takes.
It changed.
And that
So-
turns into competition now.
And now it's competition because even Jay Gregg had to go right back to fishing
He didn't give up.
when Chief Hill came back. But I know that you are as appreciative of these law enforcement officers and first responders just as much as we are. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to have these guys down here and to get them out to enjoy some time. And listen, it is July 6th. It's a busy weekend for you, busy weekend for them. But, 2 hours of hanging out, letting them catch feel a little tug on the end of the rod. It's just been, it's great, man.
It's been great. A bunch of smiles down here. It's good
That's
to see
right.
all these guys just have a good day.
Yep, and I mean, Captain Randall had 100 plus on the boat, all lined up.
Yeah, I
ready
mean,
to
he
go.
had a full boat today.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they took the New England Princess for a 4.5 hour, half a day. So they'll go out there and do some sea bass.
And
grouse.
that's your introductory to fishing
That's
kind
what
of deal.
that is.
Yep.
That's exactly what that is. This
There was
is
a lot
awesome.
of kids.
That's it's got to take a kid fishing kind of theme to it. We're trying to get moms, grandmas, young children out here, not just the sense of that old burly fisherman. It's just a great intro trip to get people out on the water.
You mean the Chimmets of fishing?
There you go.
Listen, one day I'm going to hold him down and make him come on this radio show or the
Me too.
podcast. That guy has a story to tell.
He's got a long story.
You got 100 stories to tell.
Better have a wall everywhere. He's a ping pong.
He's got a story to tell. I'll tell you. We got to get him on. Does anybody know where Tommy got that fluorescent green rod from?
It looks like one of yours.
No, that's not mine. Mine are not that bright. Mine are not that bright.
What were the green ones
Maybe one of Tony's? I don't know.
I don't know whose that is.
There was more than one of them down here.
Whose rod is that? Who?
Oh, that was Chief Hills.
Oh.
Chief's got him some Dayglow green.
Chief, if you drop that in the water, you can find it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I know you can't hear
gone.
it. It was Tommy just telling a quick story. But crazysistermarina.com is the website.
Yes.
And phone number to call and ask any questions.
651-3676. 843-651-3676.
All right, hours. Let's talk about that. We come up, want fuel. We're open at what time?
5:30 in the morning. 5:30 to 9 at night. So pretty much all day long.
Yeah, you're not going to miss fuel, are you?
No, sir.
No,
No,
that
we
one.
got them coming. I mean, those guys heading offshore. I mean, they got to get going.
Are you busy early, like 6 o'clock? You're busy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we
they are.
We stay pretty busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Everybody loves to pull up and get some ice. That's just one of the kind of things we do, just helping folks come by. If they buy anything with us, we give them some ice.
that was the first perk you kind of started.
Yeah.
And it was fuel, buy fuel, get your ice. Well, at the end of the day, I don't know if y'all seen, but $3 for a bag of ice.
Right.
Heads up.
That goes a long way when you can fill up that cooler and that fish box with ice.
It does.
It's been huge. It helps the local fishermen too, the charter guys. Just trying to help them save a little bit.
Yep.
So,
Well, these same guys are the ones that come over and fill up with you.
that's right.
And that's what it's all about. And it's hard to brag about ice, but I'm gonna brag about your ice because the flaky ice like that fish, that chip, that person,
It lasts
ice,
longer.
It lasts longer.
It does.
It does. I've still got I got some yesterday, and my cooler was full this morning when I was on the way to come down here and hang out this morning. But listen, we're going to be back in. I'm going to put you on the spot because now, if we said no, I think you're getting ready to get hollered at probably for our guys fishing on the dock. I'm sorry. I think she's looking for you, Sean.
That's all right. She'll keep looking.
Unfortunately, but so
She doesn't realize what's going on. She's going far.
yeah, well, whatever. But anyway, we are going to be back in 4 weeks with another group of first responders and firefighters because I know they'll be jealous if we go somewhere else. So
They're not going to want to go anywhere else.
No, they're
They'll be
not.
Pitching everything off.
Hey.
the dock here.
I know.
can I just tell you that I got a demo ride later this afternoon and live scope with live scope?
Yeah.
And let me just tell you that all I'm going to do is come over here and get around here and ride around because you think about all the things you can see on these pilings with that
Yeah.
live scope.
100%.
And do you not think there's sheep's head around here?
I believe there is at certain tides. They're in the grass. Pulling through the grass. I see them all the time. So they get in there just like they do everywhere else, just like they do in Georgetown, Charleston.
It surprised me about the cobias being in here.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
The small cobias.
Yep.
There's a lot of babies in here right now.
That's cool.
I've been running around all morning. How many different species?
So we have
We already
caught cobia, gonna guess stingray, confirmed redfish that broke off.
Flounder.
Who? Golly, that's number 3.
Yeah.
We've caught flounder. And Jay, you've had how many? 3 flounder. That's
We got-
Jeff Benton with 3.
We got a
Cheesefield,
vermilion.
4.
We got an amberjack.
Oh, yeah. He caught a carcass. He caught an amberjack carcass. He could barely get it up. So you've had 3. That's 9. He's got 2. There's 11. I mean, dude, we're talking almost 15 flounders.
Not a bad day.
In an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You better watch out because
Yeah, we're located in Georgia.
This is going to become a popular fishing spot.
Front
South
Street,
Georgia.
Georgetown, coming to you live.
Hey, in all honesty, listen, we fish here at time to time, and I can tell you this much. If you do choose to fish around here in your boat, please be courteous.
Be courteous.
Please remember. I mean, Sean, he's not going to run you off. Be courteous. You've got nonstop boat traffic coming in and out. Do not hinder that traffic. Do not get in their way.
We've only got one ramp here.
There's only one ramp.
You
You
know,
got
so
all of them
every boat's
leaving.
going to come this way. So
That's
be
right.
courteous.
Don't be
And-
banging into people's boats, and don't be.
We
Just
could
be,
probably get a
be
qualified
smart.
live camera set up right
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Qualified.
I would see some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
If you're
over
ever having
here.
a bad day on the water, just come over here and hang out. You'll,
Yeah,
you'll
see
feel
it
good
all.
about yourself real quick.
yeah.
You can
Look,
put one out this way and then one back at the ramp. It'll be
looking
covered.
back, looking back towards the church, it can be very entertaining in that area right over there.
Well, I can
ramp.
tell you one thing I do know. July 12th is going to be a busy day here.
Yes, it is.
The one day that they gave us to go red snapper fishing,
What is the forecast for the wind?
I don't know.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Too many, too many
60.
days out to tell. But
So-
yeah, right now the long range don't look bad.
No, but Robert and I talked about it. Like, so they leave the weather clause in there. Remember they said in there? So how does that work? You're talking about the South Atlantic fisheries. You're talking about 4 states?
Virginia to Florida.
So if the weather in Florida is bad, are they going to cancel our weather, which might be nice, and move it to the 13th or whatever?
The
So
extended,
I don't know how they're going to do that.
the
They,
extended doesn't look bad.
huh?
It doesn't look
Doesn't look
bad.
bad for next
yeah,
week.
the extended. So
But
Well,
it's,
good, because I'm going to be East Coast got 'em on in it.
yeah,
Well-
I mean, especially for a big boat.
Oh,
when they
he called a keeper. Jeff Benton has dinner.
when the federal government gets involved in trying to schedule something, you can imagine.
Yep.
So trying to manage this, which in the overall opinion of anglers is not an issue anyway.
Yep.
They're gonna make it an issue and they're gonna manage it. So you can imagine.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for having us over here, man. We
Thank you,
greatly
guys.
appreciate it. It's our pleasure to promote Crazy Sister Marina and all that you've done over here, and all of your great group of captains. You know, at the end of the day, too, you can't say enough about all your captains. Good Lord, you've got, all right, so let's go. We got Randall, we got Robert, we got Shane, we got Anthony, we got, help me out, keep going, Silver Tuna, what are there?
Blake.
That's a
Blake.
great Blake.
Captain
great.
Blake.
Captain Blake, great guy. You've got Captain Jack. You've got that whole crowd.
Robert.
I've got
Son
Fishminder.
Robert,
Yep, Robert. You got all those crowd.
Randy Miner, Tyler,
Randy. All right, so Randy's running your new boat, right? Randy's
Captain
who's
Chase.
running your new boat?
Captain Chase is on the Real Crazy.
That thing is beautiful. That's a pretty boat.
Pretty boat.
It is,
I don't want to
27
say it
gauge
out
fish.
loud, but that is a pretty boat.
Yeah, you can say it twice. It's okay.
I know. It is a pretty boat. He came by me yesterday in it, and it's a beautiful layout.
It
I
took
tell you
us
what,
a while.
That coffin box in a 27 is a game changer. It is the biggest 27 foot boat I've ever been on.
So they went with the coffin box up front,
Almost like yours.
almost like mine. Okay, it comes off.
The
yeah.
seating. I mean,
The
it's
seating,
comfortable.
It makes a big difference.
Your kids that, wives and kids that want to fish for a little bit, then they want to get some sun. It's the perfect spot.
Yep.
Comfortable.
Get up front, get relaxed, and you can fish or hang
all of
out.
these manufacturers have kind of transitioned into a little more family first.
They all
That-
have.
That's
Yep.
a fishing first and still fun for the family.
Yeah.
So for a charter boat, it's a great layout.
Yep, it makes a big difference. Well, I tell you what, we're going to do some prize giveaways here in just a little bit when we go off the air in 4 minutes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, Sean. Y'all come down and visit crazysistermarina.com. Check out everything they have to offer, and don't forget, New Inlet Princess is an incredible option. And if you want to catch fish, do the pool day. I'm telling
100%.
you, do the Gulf Stream with Captain
Yeah.
Robert. That looks good. Y'all beat me to that one. Oh, no, there's one more. That's all right. No, I got to save those for the next group, so. But, Kel, thank you so much. By the way, you got kicked to the curb for Greg. Hey, Tommy, put those on real quick to end the show. Hey, all I want to know is this much. Did anybody catch a fish on the Barbie rod?
No.
Not
It is
yet.
official.
Nobody caught a fish. It's still sitting there. Jay broke the line and never fixed it.
Jay,
Jay,
Greg.
it's all Jay.
It's all Jay's fault.
Jay started out as a winner. Jay.
Kick to the curb.
Jay is a winner. Jay is a winner in my book.
Yeah, I like Jay.
I know.
Well,
I'm gonna say, all right. So let's do this real quick. Can anybody look and see? I guess we need to go between that fish and the other. Where's the cooler at? So
Down on the dock.
how big was that fish, Tony?
it's 17.
Right. Well, that's Jeff
That's
because the Chief was 16 and a quarter.
All right, but how big
yeah.
was the?
They're both 16 and a half down there.
All right, 16 and a half.
That's the bigger
They're
fish.
gonna.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
The winner
are you
is,
kidding me?
The winner is.
So Jeff Benton is the winner.
I'm gonna call an audible there.
Rigged. It's rigged. Come on,
That
Sarge.
ruler's wrong.
Come on,
That ruler's
Sarge.
wrong.
Come on, Sarge. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a fun show. It's been a great time. Can't thank you enough, partner. Hey, look, by the way, what were we talking about? Look.
There it is.
Captain Crystal
Captain
pulling up
Crystal.
to the fishing spot.
Who's that?
Captain Crystal.
Okay.
Right there on Wild Thing. And by the way, yep, you can find her at Perry's. And by the way, I'm going to go tear that flag up and throw it in the water. No, I'm not, because we cleaned the inlet yesterday. I'm not going to make a mess.
Yeah, don't do that.
But, man, we didn't find anything cool yesterday.
That's surprising, too.
Oh, I say that. My kids, Russ found a Pepsi bottle that from the looks and the numbers, ran it. It's from the 1940s, mid 40s, late 40s, and the Coke bottles from 60 to 63.
Yeah.
I know where you can find a toadfish rod at.
Where?
Right there. I bought Kevin a toadfish a couple of years ago,
And it's
he
right
dropped
there
it
in
in
the
the
water.
water right there.
Yeah, it's
Just
in,
now?
Yeah,
earlier.
No, you don't want to dive down there. That was a rough bottom down there.
Did you really lose a rod? Oh, my gosh. Well, I know who is going to be my honorary winner of the rod and reel. One of the rod and reels.
So,
All right. Well, you're coming to you're going to be meeting me at Palmetto State Armory to get you covered. We'll get you a new rod, okay?
Bring the credit
boy.
card.
Bring a credit card.
So you got all these law enforcement guys out here, and you're outstanding upward and outstanding.
Adriana, did you catch one? Oh, we.
But when they come down here, they'll turn into fishermen, and you never know what you might hear.
Yep.
Might be a story going on.
Oh, no, you're going to hear all kinds of cool cop stories,
That's
and
what I'm
fireman
talking.
stories. And, again, Cat Me, this is such a good time. I can't wait to do it again.
Yep.
To watch these guys, I can speak for Kevin. We got Joe. We call him Chief, but we call him Joe. We got Jeff. We got Jay. We've got our firefighters here. This has been an awesome time. Everybody's had fun. We've got awesome pictures. Fish were caught, laughs, good times. There were some fishtails going on,
Yep.
but
Lots of smack talking.
lots of smack talking.
Lots of smack talking. I like that.
Memories made. And
Right.
yeah,
Whole mooching. Oh God, imagine that.
this was a great opportunity, and so I can't wait to do it again.
I
And
can't wait to either. And
Bring it.
again, thank you to Sean and the staff here at Crazy Sister. Thank you to Saltwater Ammo for giving us that incredible cooler over there. And I can't wait to figure out who's going to be the winner of that. That's going to be our second place prize. I don't know. We'll have to figure out in a minute. We'll get off the air here. But hey, it's been a pleasure. Jay Greg, thank you so much. Sergeant Pardue, thank you. Chief Hill.
Chief Hill's still fishing.
Thank
Yeah,
you
he's not
guys.
giving up.
Yeah, he's going to fish hard. Thank you to Miss Adriana for joining us. It's a pleasure to have her down here with us. And on behalf of Tony the Bassmaster Carter, on behalf of Captain Chris Regan, of Carolina Hook and Fly, on behalf of the one and only Fred Rook of Sweet Tea Charters, on behalf of Mr. Green Jeans, Tommy Buchanan over here, and who else we got? That's it. And Super Jenna back in the studio. I am Captain E, and this has been the Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show here on Gator 107.9. All right. Well, here we are back again, and Captain E with Trilogy Outdoors podcast and radio show. And wanted to thank you guys for hanging out and making it to the end and checking out and enjoying Trilogy Outdoors Radio Show. You can catch that again live every Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Visit Gator1079.com or iHeartRadio. Download the app and tune in to the Gator 107.9 and listen to us live. Also, be sure to visit TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com. Follow all of our platforms over there and pick up your magazine this month. Trilogy Outdoors magazine on stands now. Got some great articles in there this month. And get out and enjoy the outdoors. Take a kid with you. We are going to get out of here, and I'm hopefully going to have the senator back in a few weeks. But I'm going to be back, and we got some buddies that are going to join us from PC Fun Fishing, and we're going to be at ICAST here in a week and a half. So we're going to have some great podcasts for you out of that. And again, we're talking fins, fur, and feathers. You always find it right here on Trilogy Outdoors Podcast. Freeman Boat Works and Trilogy Outdoors are proud to announce the addition of Freeman Boat Works to our family of incredible partners. Billy Freeman and his team at Freeman Boat Works epitomize the American dream. From building the first boat in Billy's backyard to a 150,000 square foot state-of-the-art manufacturing plant over the past 15 years, they are building one of the most sought-after boats in the U.S. and beyond. These incredible fishing platforms are built in South Carolina and are second to none in stability, speed, and performance overall. These catamaran designs are engineered not only to get you to the fish fast, but comfortably too. Years of refining designs and pioneering the modern performance fishing catamaran is why Freeman Boat Works is the #1 choice for some of the biggest names in the fishing industry. If it's long runs in the Gulf or the Carolinas, or days you can go fishing in South Florida when most center consoles stay at the dock, Freeman Boat Works is at the forefront in all categories. For more information on Freeman Boat Works and their 6 available models, visit www.freemanboatworks.com. Redefine your expectations.
Trilogy Outdoors Podcast is a product of Trilogy Outdoors Media. All views and opinions of our hosts and guests are not necessarily those of our sponsors. Trilogy Outdoors is produced and edited by Trilogy Outdoors Media. Be sure to follow us on all the podcast platforms as well as our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also, don't forget our other brands, Southern English Radio Show and Walk 'Em All Outdoor Magazine. To find more information, visit TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com. And remember, if it's anything dealing with fins, fur, and feathers, you're going to find it right here on Trilogy Outdoors.